Okay, so Shubhru, what are the formulas for success for ClinZen?
There is specifically no such thing as a formula, but what we have is some nice things called unique selling propositions, and those unique selling propositions for us are using a standard that will help us make sure that a lot of information can be integrated. Then we also have our own ACE card, which is the mobility, platform independence, device independence, and foremost, of course, we are trying to come out with a way where we can also make this software, or rather modules, or rather a whole bunch of software systems, I should say browser agnostic for now, but essentially it should be browser independent by the time we are near the finish line. There is no finish for us because this is going to extend beyond the time frame of a year, or and we will be moving into the different areas of the e-clinical vertical, and moving into phase 4, moving into risk management, assessment, and of course more into the healthcare IT part. So the idea is that, let me introduce everyone here. So of course we have, this is the day before Ganesh Chaturthi, and today is Saturday, so a lot of people are wanting to go home, not paying much attention, but this is the testing group, and consisting of Suresh, and Suresh gets a lot of help from Madhulika, who's always ready with some answers, and Harita is actually in many different shoes. Right now she is acting as if she's a tester, but she's also trying to learn PHP and some other essentials that we must have to to bridge the gap in what we have right now for web design. So these are our new hires. Chakri, his full name is Chakradhar, and he's a very smart dude, and he right now is like yesterday, what was the thing that we were working on? The platform for apps, right? So he's working on a platform, a Java-based platform, which can be used for making hybrid apps and also native apps, right? So so that will kind of help us move into the region where we won't actually have to use a lot of pre-processed coding for doing simple things. So that is what we are working on, and Bindu is of course also in this team, and she has been working on the testing UI for us, and she's actually finished it, right? So you're done with that testing UI. Is the testing team actually using it? They are actually using it, so that's good. So when we make something, it's essential that the other party uses it. So yeah, that was important. So everything that we are actually making in-house for either ourselves or for the software has very good use. And so this is one of the things, and of course Bindu is also working with that Java framework stuff, right? Yeah, but we have to keep going on, and if we require a license for that, remind me that we need to buy a license for it. So let's see, who else do we have here before the leave? Jairam. Jairam is the person behind our, what is it that you're behind? It's no. So he is working on the part where we have combined several different approaches for designing analytics software, and essentially we first call it Z Analytics. What is it that we are now calling it? No, we're not calling it Z. Come on, you're the creator. You should know. Madhulika, what is the name that we have given? What he is calling Z-panel? Let's see who knows the name of the software that we are making. Okay, who knows who knows the name of the software that we are making that he is calling Z-panel? What is the name of the software that we are calling it now? Yeah, right. So it's called Z-Visual, or as in the Indian pronunciation, Z-Visual. So the guy who has done most of the work, he seems to have not paid attention to the last name that we gave it. So that's interesting. And where is Gopal? Well, we'll come to that later. First, let us introduce Mantri. Mantri has been with us since our inception. You can't see me? Can you see me now? Okay. So Mantri has been with us since inception, and he has helped us tremendously in pretty much every project. And now he's helping us on all 3 projects that we are actually working on. So thanks, Mantri. And he's always the first person to say thank you. And Praveen and Murli, they're actually working on the concept. We actually have 3 concepts that we're working on. One of that is the cloud browser, which is we mentioned before. I mentioned before was essentially something that we are looking for making it browser agnostic. And so they both are actually looking at that. What are the feature sets that we can use for that? And Gopal, who is our IT person, he is actually part of this process. He's in my room right now. Okay, so here is another set of people who are here. You don't have to move. I'm the person who has to move. And yeah, you have to face a little bit. Okay, so this is, of course, Vanita. I said of course because it seems like that is a natural name. Vanita, she's a very smart lady, and she has pretty much helped us in many ways. By the way, the domain group is Chaita, she's the lead, and then we have Shruti and Vanita. And they are so good that they are actually also engineers. So I think that you are all pharmacy background, right? Most of you? Yeah, so they have actually helped us tremendously with the clinical trial domain, but they're also good at the engineering aspect of it. The engineers have stopped drawing the CTMS models, they have taken over. This is the tallest guy in the building. Other than that, he's also the person who is now working on a project that we have that we are calling Zuban, which means what does it mean? Zuban?
Zuban is a combination of video conferencing, audio conferencing, and screen sharing and
Okay, so he actually literally answered the question. I meant what was Zuban? It means speech, of course, in Hindustani, but he's right. I mean, we are making software for actually the clinical trial management system, which is the electronic patient reported outcome, right? And what we have right now is lacking, and so we came up with this idea that let's make this high tech. And since between visits patients really don't have money and the doctors won't go to their houses, this is one of the best ways we can do it, is that we have our mobile devices that can actually do all of this, video, audio, conferencing, and screen sharing and Canvas. So that's a great idea, and we are hot on the trail. Amit is actually leading the whole process, and so we expect to see results today. Right, Amit?
yes.
Yes, yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer. Okay, so we have Suresh, who is always the person who looks busy, but he actually is busy. Suresh? I know. I see how long it takes to react. So all right, this is Shuruk. He's also been with us since our inception. Well, actually a little later than that. And I've seen a complete transformation in him since last year. He has taken on lead, and he now takes on project like a tiger. He just pounces on it. So he's a very, very intelligent person to work with. very friendly, and he's also the person who I have seen to organize lunch and partition it for his friends. So he's the lunch guy. I think you're the lunch guy, right? And so, who are we missing? Okay, we are missing Piali. And she is, obviously she's going to look here and there and become very nervous. So she has actually helped us with all projects that we have worked on since the very beginning. What did you do? Drop. So anyway, so she is the person who has actually helped ClinZen a lot. I mean, all of us work very hard, and she works super duper hard.